Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of Boredom Busters with the Lincoln Children's Museum. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, and today we are going to learn all about clouds. Now, what is a cloud? Where are the clouds? First of all, you know things about clouds already. Now, where are the clouds? They're up in the sky. Now, are there always clouds up in the sky, or is it just a sometimes thing? What's the weather like when there are clouds? Can clouds mean different things? Well, we have this really great video recommendation for you all about clouds, and it talks about the different kinds of clouds and how they form. Because did you know that there are just so many different kinds of clouds, and they form during different types of weather? So go outside and look up at the sky. Now, I saw some pretty neat clouds yesterday. Hopefully we'll see some neat clouds again today. So I hope that you all had a chance to tune in to Read Aloud Lincoln's story time this morning at 10 o'clock. And they'll be doing it again tomorrow at 10 o'clock, every day at 10 o'clock. Then I'll get started over here as soon as they finish. Now, for our printable today, I have What's in My Sky? So help Kazoo figure out how many suns, how many moons, how many clouds, and how many birds are in his sky. This is one you can very easily do just on your computer screen too. Now we are doing a book recommendation today, Little Cloud by Eric Carle, and a song recommendation, Types of Clouds. So learn all about the clouds and then learn a song that will help you remember the different kinds. All right, I have a science experiment to show you today. I am going to be creating a cloud in a jar. So over here, and we have this, it is linked below. This is the PDF of the little lesson plan there, and it's from Cool Science Experiments headquarters. All right, so here what you need is aerosol hairspray. That's the kind in the metal can like this. You need a jar with a lid. You need some ice. And here is my boiling water. Now, optionally, you can have a little bit of blue food coloring. I do like having that. Now, I'm gonna start by just putting a couple drops of blue food coloring into my jar. And here's my boiling water. And there we go. There is some blue water in that jar. Now be careful because this water is very hot. So first you can look at it. Do you see any steam coming off the top of that water? Just a little bit. So now you need to be very ready with this lid. And I found that actually even just this much of the lid works perfectly. So you might need an extra helping hand on this one. Now, give that hairspray a little shake. We're gonna and close it up and put a couple ice cubes up top. So now you can watch it as the cloud gets thicker and denser. So what's happening here? Well, the hot water is evaporating just a little bit, making a little bit of steam. As it comes up to the top of the lid here, it's touching that ice, which is making it get cold, which brings it down because heat rises and cold sinks. Have you ever noticed that in your home? Maybe in the winter time, it might be warmer above, colder down on the floor, or if you're making soup, that heat, the steam comes right off the top. Heat rises, cold sinks. So as that hot, moist air rises up, touches that ice cube, cools down, and drops down. Now look at how thick that cloud is now. When I first started, you could still see my fingers behind it. So what else is happening here? Why did I need the hairspray? Well, I needed to provide nucleation points for those little water droplets. And there goes that cloud. And this is something you can do over and over again. So I'll do it one more time here. Squirt in that hairspray. Get that lid on right away. Put the ice back on top. So those little moist, hot, moist air, it's grabbing onto those tiny particles of hairspray and grouping together. And that's a lot like what happens in the sky when a real cloud is made, except of course, it's not nucleating around hairspray. It's usually around tiny little pieces of dust. All right, now it's getting a little bit thicker. We've seen this one already, so and there it goes. Release that cloud. All right. Now we have a very awesome printable from NASA available on our website here, linked below. And it is an introduction to clouds. I printed it nice and big so that I can see everything. I might even hang it up in my office afterwards. So it shows, here's the water off the surface of the earth, and then it condenses just like it condensed in our jar. Then it precipitates. It rains or it snows, and that water goes right back to the surface of the earth. Now you can learn all about how some clouds are high in the sky, some are in the middle of the sky, and some of them are low. There's even fog can be on the ground. Now, on the other side is all these fun, different kinds of clouds. So our craft today is to recreate your favorite clouds from there. Just choose one you like, and you can do as many as you'd like, so long as you have enough cotton balls. Now, all you need for this project is some blue construction paper, maybe some gray construction paper, glue, and cotton balls. So take a look at the different clouds. How are they the same as each other? How are they different? Now, I am just drawn to this one here. It's called a cirrus cloud. So I'm going to make one of those. Now, how can I make this cotton ball look like that? Well, cotton balls are actually like a hay roll, just a long stripe that is rolled up. So there you go. I'm going to start with that and kind of spread it out. Now I think that the sky on this one is closer to my dark blue over here, so I'm going to go with my dark blue. Get some glue out. You can try it with glue stick, try it with white glue. I find that the white glue works better because the cotton is just really absorbent. I'm going to put some glue down and recreate these cirrus clouds. Let's see. Oh, there's another little stripe going off over there. So this is how I would make the cirrus clouds. But what kind of technique do you think you might use for the cumulonimbus or the cumulus? Those ones are a different shape, so you could do something else with the cotton. And these guys down here, the mammatus, you could probably even just use full cotton balls. Now get creative. I've seen kids have so much fun with these. They make their cumulonimbus a big pile of clouds. So you can make it be three-dimensional or flat. And if you don't have cotton balls, maybe you could just use some paper. Won't be quite as fluffy, of course. But there we go. There is my cirrus cloud. I'm going to label it C-I-R-R. Cirrus cloud. And if you have fun making one kind, choose another kind to make. And then you can have a whole variety of different kinds of clouds. And you could even put them up on your wall in the order. So if you have one that's a high-level cloud, put it up top, mid-level cloud in the middle, low-level cloud like fog down on the floor. All right, well, those are my activities for today. I do have a joke, Miss Katie.
Okay.
What is the difference between a cloud and a horse?
I don't know, Miss Greta, what?
The horse is reined up and the cloud rains down. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you all tomorrow morning at 10:30 as soon as the Read Aloud Lincoln, those librarians, read you your stories in the morning. They'll be starting at 10, and I'll be starting when they're done at about 10:30.